Hey everyone, we are with the Peugeot 508 2-liter HDI engine, and today we're going to replace the 3 engine and gearbox mounts. We have one over here, one over there, and another one at the bottom. I already have here 2 mounts for the engine from Lemfelder and the other one from Atkinson for the gearbox. So let's get started. First, I'm showing you how the engine is moving when I hit the gas. It's moving back and forth, and that's just when standing. On drive, it's more noticeable. We are starting from underneath with the lower mount. It's held by one 16mm and one 18mm bolts, one attached to the engine and the other to the subframe. I initially thought I'd have to lower the subframe to get this out, but luckily it slides right out with no issues. The old one isn't completely turned, but you can see there's way too much play in it. Nothing beats a fresh part. This new one feels a bit heavier too. Let's slide it back in. Tighten those 2 bolts. And that should stop the engine from kicking back when we hit the gas. Now, let's lower the car and move to the top. First, we need to support the engine. I'm using a jack with a rubber block under the oil pan to take the weight off. Start by moving the coolant reservoir aside with a 10mm bolt to get some room. Maybe you can see that I already removed the mount support. I made a video about it a couple months ago, so you can watch it. We have also 3 T50 Torx bolts holding the mount to the chassis, and one 60mm nut in the center that holds the mount to the support bracket. Once those are out, we've got 4 T50 bolts on the engine side. The diesel priming pump might get in the way, so just move it aside. Now we can replace the engine mount. Again, the old one looks okay, but fresh rubber makes a world of difference for vibrations. When reinstalling, I like to start with the engine side, the T50 bolts, because there's less wiggle room there. As you tighten everything down, the mount and engine acts like a sandwich. The mount pulling the engine back up into its natural position. Once those are tight, you can move the engine slightly to align the chassis bolts. The third and final one is the transmission mount. I'm using footage from my clutch replacement video for this part since the process is identical. You can watch the video later. You will need to clear a lot of real estate here. The battery, the airbox, the ECU. I always disconnect the battery when unplugging these big ECU connectors to avoid any electrical faults. And once the area is clear, support the transmission with a jack, and then you will find more 16mm bolts here. The French really love this size. Two of those bolts are hidden behind the ABS module. So just undo the two nuts holding the module and move it slightly to get your socket in there. Out with the old and in with the new. Now it's time to put it all back together. I'm torquing these bolts to 54 Newton meters. And make sure all your connectors click into place, especially those heavy-duty ECU plugs. Now you want to reinstall everything back, the airbox, the battery, and then we are ready for the moment of truth.
Let's start her up.
I'll put the before and after clips side by side. The biggest difference is definitely in the movement back and forth. The lower mount was the main issue for the rocking, but man, the drive, it feels like butter. So smooth. If you find this helpful, hit that like button, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. I see you in the next one.